Hi students, welcome to PACE online classes. Today we are going to discuss about a very important topic, that is appointments in October 2020 in current affairs. For any competitive exam, if you go for RRB, Staff Selection Commission, banking, whatever may be, any competitive, even if you go for the civils also, there will be questions on appointments. So today we are going to discuss. So for railway non-technical RRB NTPC exam, we have to cover the current affairs from the last year October to this year October. So that's why I have started this current affair on chapter wise. Like whatever the chapters, like chapters we have in arithmetic, reasoning, and anywhere in current affairs also we are going to discuss in a chapter wise. So this is the first chapter that today I started, appointments, that is in October 2020. Okay, the first bit is new chairman of SBI. New chairman of SBI, Dinesh Kumar Khara, KHARA. New chairman of State Bank of India, Dinesh Kumar Khara. In current affairs, what you have to do is whenever you are getting the name of any person or a bank or a something or some institution, then you have to know some basics about that institution. So that's why today we are going to discuss SBI. In some RRB exams, we asked what is SBI day. He may ask what is the SBI day and when the SBI was established. So now I am going to tell you a little bit background of State Bank of India. It was established on July 1st, 1955. Remember, this was established on July 1st, 1955. State Bank of India was established on July 1st, 1955. That's why every year July 1st we call it as SBI Day. July 1st is an SBI Day. Its headquarters is at Mumbai. Who is the present chairman? Dinesh Kumar Khara. In the last year exam, you asked what was the earlier name of State Bank of India? What was the earlier name of State Bank of India? That is Imperial Bank of India. Imperial Bank of India. What was the earlier name? What was the earlier name of Imperial Bank of India? Sorry, State Bank of India was Imperial Bank of India, which was established in 1921. From 1921 to 1955, Imperial Bank of India acted as State Bank of India. That's why the Imperial Bank of India, earlier name as State Bank of India. In 1955, Imperial Bank of India was nationalized and the name changed as State Bank of India. You understood, right? The second bit is new CFO of SBI. New CFO of SBI. Chief Financial Officer. Chief Financial Officer of State Bank of India. Charanjit Singh Atra. ATTRA. Charanjit Singh Atra. CFO. New CFO of State Bank of India. The third bit is Director General of BCAS. Director General of BCAS. BCAS means Bureau of Civil Aviation Security. Director General of Bureau of Civil Aviation Security is M.A. Ganapathy. M.A. Ganapathy is the Director General of BCAS. Director General of BCAS. Who is the Director General? The next bit is Chairman of Screening Panel to examine all Chinese foreign investment proposals to India. So, whatever the investments that are coming from China, whatever the investments that are going to come from China, all those investments must be screened by one panel. That panel is headed by chairman of screening panel to examine all Chinese foreign investment proposals. Whatever the foreign investment proposals are coming from China, first it must be scrutinized, because nowadays all of you know what is the situation between China and India. So many apps were already banned, and some products are also banned. Vocal for local, that is the slogan given by our Prime Minister. So give importance to the local products. That's why all Chinese investments, FDIs, what are the FDI proposals are coming from China, are scrutinized by one panel. That panel chairman is Ajay Kumar Bhalla. Very important bit. Ajay Kumar Bhalla, BHALLA. Ajay Kumar Bhalla. You know who is Ajay Kumar Bhalla? He is the present Home Secretary. He is the present Home Secretary. He is the present Home Secretary. So, he is the Secretary of Home Secretary. Ajay Kumar Bhalla was the chairman of it. Now, another very important bit, that is RBI new deputy governor. New deputy governor of Reserve Bank of India, M. Rajeswara Rao. New deputy governor of Reserve Bank of India, M. Rajeswara Rao. For this, we have to know some facts of Reserve Bank of India. Reserve Bank of India is the Central Bank of India. Reserve Bank of India is the Central Bank of India. For every country, there will be one central bank. For every country, there will be one central bank. Let us take, if you take the Pakistan, State Bank of Pakistan is the Central Bank of Pakistan. State Bank of Pakistan is the Central Bank of Pakistan. Like that, every country has one central bank. That central bank will control all the banks which are in that country. To establish any bank, you have to take the permission from Reserve Bank of India. So, the controller of banking and financial system in India is Reserve Bank of India. So, now I am going to tell you some important points regarding the Reserve Bank of India. The Reserve Bank of India was established on April 1st, 1935. It's a very important bit. April 1st, 1935, RBI was established by RBI Act 1934. RBI Act 1934. Based on RBI Act 1934, RBI was established on April 1st, 1935. April 1st, 1935. Its headquarters is at Mumbai. We will discuss some more points in banking. When we are discussing about the banking, we will get in depth. Because RBI was nationalized in 1949. RBI was nationalized in 1949, but it was established on April 1st, 1935. The present governor of its headquarters is at Mumbai. The 25th governor, one governor, as per this is the managing committee. One governor, not more than 4 deputy governors. Not more than 4 deputy governors will be there. They will see the entire management of the Reserve Bank of India. So the present 25th governor, Shaktikant Das. 25th governor of RBI, Shaktikant Das. So the newly appointed deputy governor of RBI, M. Rajeswara Rao, he is one deputy governor. The other 3 deputy governors are B.P. Kanongo, Mahesh Kumar Jain, Deva Pratap Patra. Deva Patra is there are 4 deputy governors. Who is the present governor of RBI? Shaktikant Das. The newly appointed deputy governor, M. Rajeswara Rao. M. Rajeswara Rao. Okay, na? So he came in the place of N. Viswanath. In the place of N. Viswanath, M. Rajeswara Rao was appointed. Is the newly appointed deputy governor of RBI. Okay, na? So the next bit we are going to discuss in current affair. So now we are going to discuss the next appointment, the newly appointment. CMD of IPPB, CMD of IPPB, Chairman and Managing Director of IPPB. IPPB abbreviation is Indian Post Payment Bank. Indian Post Payment Bank. This is payment bank. This is the payment bank. Indian Post Payment Bank, which was established on 1st April 2018, has headquarters at New Delhi. The present CMD of IPPB, J. Venkataramu. J. Venkataramu is the present CMD of IPPB. IPPB abbreviation is Indian Post Payment Bank. IPPB was established on 1st April 2018, having the headquarters at New Delhi. Now I am going to give you a little explanation about the payment bank. In 2014, RBI has introduced two types of banks. One is payment banks. And another one is small finance banks. Actually, to establish a private sector bank, 500 crores capital is required. But most of the organizations are not ready to invest 500 crores immediately into the banking system. That's why, to liberalize, what we call it as in economic term, there will be liberalization in banking. Nachket Moore Committee, 2014, Nachket Moore Committee has given a recommendation: the more number of banks are required to serve the public. The banking sector must be reachable to every common man. It must reach us to village level. Then only our banking system, our financial system will be more powerful. The Nachket Moore Committee in 2014 has recommended two types of banks, that is payment banks and small finance banks. That's why RBI has called application to establish payment banks and small finance banks. In banking, we will learn about what is payments bank and what is small finance banks. Okay, I am not going in detail. Okay, so when RBI called for the applications, then maybe 40 applications or some applications have received. Then those applications were scrutinized by Nachket Moore Committee. Nachket Moore Committee scrutinized the applications. Then RBI has given permission to 11 banks to establish payment banks. RBI has given permission 11 banks to establish payment banks. But now only 6 active banks are there. There are only 6 active banks. In this one bit is there. In the banking, always is asking, what is the first payment bank in India? The first payment bank is Airtel. First payment bank is Airtel Payment Bank. Bharti Airtel. So Airtel Payment Bank is the first payment bank in India. So RBI has given for 11 banks, only 6 banks are inactive. Out of 6 banks, this is one is which? IPPB. IPPB is the only public sector payment bank. It is the only public sector payment bank in India. If you ask the question like that, then you have to tell IPPB. IPPB is Indian Postal Payment Bank. You know the postal department. Postal department is purely the government sector. So this is the only government bank. Only public. This is the first public payment bank. Only public payment bank. Only public payment bank is IPPB. This is about the so it is the current affair is the CMD of IPPB. CMD of IPPB, J. Venkataramu. When it was established, 1st April 2018. Its headquarters is at New Delhi. The next important appointment in October 2020, the Chairman of Association of Mutual Funds of India. Chairman of Association of Mutual Funds of India. Mutual Funds of India. AMFI. Nilesh, Nilesh. Nilesh Shah. Nilesh Shah. Nilesh Shah is the new chairman of AMFI, Association of Mutual Funds of India. The next very important bit is, so Ram Vilas Paswan. Ram Vilas Paswan. Ram Vilas Paswan, who is belong to Bihar, was recently died. He was the Union Minister of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. Is the Union Minister of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. He was died recently. He belongs to Bihar. Okay, he was recently died. His ministry was given an additional charge to the present Railway, Commerce and Industry Minister. This ministry was given as an additional ministry to Railway, Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal, which means the present Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution Minister Piyush Goyal. Piyush Goyal was already the Railway Minister, Railway, Commerce and Industry Minister. He is already Railway Minister. He was already Railway Minister, Commerce Minister and Industry Minister. Now he has given additional charge of a Consumer Affairs, Food, Public Distribution Ministry. Now the next important appointment, new CIC. CIC means Chief Information Commissioner. Very important bit. Chief Information Commissioner S. Vardhan K. Sinha. Is the new CIC, Chief Information Officer. You know the RBI Act, Right to Information Act, that all will come under in this organization. New CIC, Chief Information Commissioner S. Vardhan K. Sinha. Okay, now that's another appointment. Now another very important appointment, CMD of HDFC Bank. So HDFC, well, earlier it was not a bank. In 1994, it was established. So, right, HDFC was established in 1994. Its headquarters is at Mumbai. So, the new chairman and managing director of HDFC Bank, Shashidhar Jagadeeshan. HDFC Bank. When it was established? 1994. Where is the headquarters of HDFC Bank? Mumbai. So, who is the new CIC? S. Vardhan K. Sinha. Now we are going to discuss about a few international appointments. Which was done in October 2020. New president of Bolivia. Bolivia. New president of Bolivia. Luis Arce. ARCE. Luis Arce. Bolivia capital, La Paz, executive and legislature capital. Sucre is a judicial capital. They have the two capitals. We have three capitals, like that. La Paz, executive, legislature, executive capital and legislative capital is at La Paz. Sucre is the judicial capital. Its currency is Boliviano. Bolivia, if you remember, NO, if you add that one, Bolivia as the Boliviano is the currency. Usually in current affairs, what you will do now, the new president of Bolivia is Luis Arce. What is the currency of Bolivia? You will ask like that. If you by heart this, it won't be useful. That's why I am telling the currency also. Sometimes you may ask the capital also. That's why these are the important points. With my experience I am telling what we have to learn. Current affairs are many current affairs. So many current affairs are there. But what we need for the exam is very important. With my experience I am telling this one. The next one is new president of Guinea. Guinea is Alpha Conde. New president of Guinea, Alpha Conde. The capital of Guinea is Conakry. Conakry. Conakry is the capital of Guinea, and the currency of Guinea is Guinean franc. Franc is the currency. It is a Guinean. For example, dollar is there, no? US dollar. We tell US dollar is the currency of USA. Like that, franc is the actual currency, but Guinean franc is the currency. Okay, now these are the two appointments. These are the two international appointments. Earlier we discussed about two international appointments. One is Guinea and another one is Bolivia. Now we are going to discuss another two important appointments, international appointments. Seychelles. New president of Seychelles. New president of Seychelles is Wavel Ramkalawan. Don't bother about the pronunciation. If you understand what is the name of it, it is good for you. Wavel Ramkalawan, Seychelles. Seychelles capital is Victoria. Currency is Seychelles rupee. Rupee is the currency. India has the currency of rupee. Our currency is INR, Indian rupee. Pakistan has the currency of rupee. Sri Lanka has the currency of rupee. Sri Lankan rupee, Nepali rupee, Pakistan rupee, Indian rupee. Like that, Seychelles rupee is the currency of Seychelles. Another important appointment. New Prime Minister of Jordan. Jordan. New Prime Minister of Jordan. Bisher. Bisher Kassawane. Kassawane is the new Prime Minister of Jordan. Bisher Kassawane. Jordan capital is Amman. Amman. Jordan capital is Amman. Jordan currency is Jordan dinar. Dinar is the currency of Jordan. Jordan dinar. The new Prime Minister of Jordan, Bisher Kassawane. Capital is Amman. Currency Jordan dinar. Now we are going to discuss about a few more appointments in October 2020. The new Prime Minister of New Zealand. Jacinda Ardern. She will call as Jacinda Ardern. The new means she was elected for the second term. Second term Prime Minister of New Zealand, Jacinda Ardern. A clever Prime Minister who controlled COVID-19. The first country totally controlled COVID-19 is New Zealand. It's Jacinda Ardern, second term Prime Minister of New Zealand. New Zealand capital Wellington. New Zealand currency New Zealand dollar. New Zealand currency is New Zealand dollar. America currency is American dollar. So New Zealand capital is Wellington. New Prime Minister of New Zealand, Jacinda Ardern. Next, RBI Customer Awareness Program Brand Ambassador. RBI one program was started to create awareness among the customers. That is RBI Customer Awareness Program Brand Ambassador Amitabh Bachchan. Amitabh Bachchan was appointed as the brand ambassador of RBI Customer Awareness Program. Like that, new chairman of IBA, Indian Banking Association. IBA means Indian Banking Association. Indian Banking Association Chairman Ras Kiran Roy is the present CMD of Union Bank of India. The present chairman of Union Bank of India, Ras Kiran Roy, was the chairman of IBA, Indian Banking Association. which was established in 1946. Indian Banking Association was established in 1946, having the headquarters at Mumbai. All banks, public sector banks, private sector banks, private sector banks, payment banks, small finance banks, Gramina banks, what we call it as RRBs, all RRBs, and urban development banks, DCCBs, cooperative banks, all banks are the members of IBA. That's called Indian Banking Association. All banks are the members in IBA. So when it was established 1946, its headquarters is at the next appointment. That is the ambassador of India to UNESCO. Ambassador, and also we call it as permanent representative. It is also, if you ask who is the permanent representative of India to UNESCO, or the ambassador of India to UNESCO. UNESCO means United Nations Educational, Scientific, Cultural Organization, UNESCO. Vishal V. Sharma is the permanent representative of India to UNESCO, which was established in 1945. Its headquarters is at Paris, France. UNESCO headquarters is at Paris, France. The present Director General of UNESCO, André Azoulay, Azoulay is the present Director General of UNESCO. So the permanent representative of India to UNESCO is Vishal V. Sharma. The next very important bit, appointment in October 2020, Chairman of Governing Body of ILO. The person appointed as the governing body of ILO, who is also from India. He's an Indian. From India, one person appointed as the chairman of governing body of ILO, Apurva Chandra, who is the present secretary of labor secretary. Labor minister is there, no? Labor ministry secretary is the present secretary of labor secretary. Apurva Chandra appointed as the chairman of governing body of International Labour Organization, which was established in 1990. Its headquarters is at Geneva, Switzerland. WTO headquarters. World Trade Organization headquarters is also there. Geneva, Switzerland is the headquarters of ILO, which was established in 1919. The present Director General of ILO, Guy Ryder, G-U-Y-R-Y-D-E-R, Guy Ryder. The present Director General of ILO, Guy Ryder. The present members, 186 countries which were recognized. There are 193 countries recognized by UNO. Out of 193 countries, 186 countries which was recognized by UNO, and one Cook Island. Total 187 member countries are there in ILO. This is about the appointments in October 2020 current affairs. In the next video, another 1 or 2 months current affairs I am going to release very soon. So if you want to see this video, install our app. PACE Competitive Academy. Our YouTube channel, PACE Coaching Center. This is our YouTube channel. In that you will get more number of videos. The total current affairs we are going to cover for 1 year current affairs we are going to cover on chapter wise. So let us install our app PACE Competitive Academy so that you can see the more number of videos. Not only current affairs, arithmetic, reasoning, pure maths, GK also you are getting, general science also you are getting there. So immediately you install this app. Okay, thank you very much.